What's going on there, friends? My name is M. and welcome back to another episode of the 100-line Last Defense Academy for the Nintendo Switch. Where I left off last time, we were about to learn the truth, because it seems like Hiroko knows something that we don't, but the moment that she was about to tell us, she suddenly disappeared without any trace left behind. We've been searching all over her, she's nowhere left to be found. And now, here we are, we're about to talk to Aito to see what he has to say. What's this about our future plans, Aito? First we lost Siri, and now it looks like Hiroko isn't coming back either. So should we keep looking for her, or choose a new leader? Should we keep defending the school like before? We need to consider our options. I almost forgot about that. Did she really have some kind of secret passage out of here? No, she was murdered by the traitor hiding in our ranks. Quit it, you're going to make everyone paranoid. Guys, knock it off. It ain't cool to speak ill of the dead. If she's still alive, she'll probably come back and explain herself soon enough. Siri and Hiroko both knew something about this war and disappeared before they could tell us about it. We may have to accept that we're never going to learn the whole truth. Knowing that, what do you all think we should do from here on out? It's not like we can leave. Nothing we can do except run out the 100 days. Well, that stuff about going home when we're done, is it still going to happen without Siri here? I wish we knew that much at the very least. We're supposedly here on a vital mission to defend the future of humanity, isn't that right? Surely the people in charge wouldn't leave us here unsupervised. There's gotta be some way to contact them, whoever they are. Siri must have been in charge of that too. Now that he's gone, we're probably cut off. For a mission this important, you'd think they'd have some fail-safes in place, wouldn't you? Maybe everything Siri told us was a lie, and this whole thing is a twisted reality show set up by a cater of ultra-rich dudes. They're probably out there right now, sipping champagne and getting off on seeing us suffer. I don't know what kind of imagination you have, but it's not really making things better. What part of that was funny? This really sucks though, at least before we had some hope of learning the truth. I know it's frustrating to have all these unanswered questions, but the invaders are targeting the school. There's no doubt about that. That means the part about there being something important here is true. Why else would they keep attacking so persistently? So I think the 100-day time limit must have a grain of truth in it as well. I doubt something will happen on the 100th day as to whether that will include us going home. All we can do is have faith that it will. I guess so. We don't really have any other option, do we? We'll be okay. It'll all work out in the end, one way or another. Yeah, let's go with that. I seriously don't want to think about this anymore. The only way I'm going to get through this is by focusing on all the awesome stuff I'll do once I get home. I'll be hailed as a hero who saved mankind. Money, honor, woman, of course the woman. They'll all be mine for taking. Everyone who made fun of me will get their just desserts? Wait a minute. Can I read that again? Everyone who made fun of me will get their just desserts? Huh? Am I reading that right, or is that just wrong? I think I'm going crazy here. You're starting to sound like a supervillain now. We spent a little longer in the cafeteria eating a meal that was breakfast, lunch, and dinner all rolled into one. I don't know what you would call that, but like, you know, I've heard of two meals like mixed in together, like, you know, brunch, dinner, I suppose. Once we were done, we went back to our rooms. I was still aching all over, but at least I had a full stomach. This really hurts. Back in my room, I collapsed onto the bed and just lay there for a while. Staying on my feet was too much effort. I'd already wasted most of the day doing nothing, although after last night's battle, maybe that was only natural. In fact, it was probably better for me to take it easy and allow my body to recover. Maybe I'll take a shower and hit the sack. I spent the rest of the day lying in bed, not doing anything noteworthy. Before I knew it, my 18th day at Last Defense Academy had passed me by.
Up and Atom Troops, time to rise and shine! Get ready for your 19th day of active service here at Last Defense Academy! Wait, 19? Well, that's a good round number. A real milestone if ever I heard one. In honor of the occasion, I've unlocked some new facilities. Feel free to check out the garage on the first floor and the library on the second. The VR machine in the training room's been updated too. All part of the service. Be sure to sharpen up your skills, allow your creativity to bloom, and slaughter the vile invaders more efficiently than ever!
What the heck, I'm still sore. My pain in my muscles wasn't completely gone, but I felt a lot better than I did yesterday. What's the idea of making the 19th a milestone day anyway? All that good round number stuff made no sense. He probably wanted us to call him out on it and watch us squirm. No use getting worked up about it now. I guess I should go take a look at the new room. Okay, so I guess we'll do that. So we'll probably do that, like, first thing, I suppose. So it's on the second floor and the first floor. And the training room even has a new thing. So the virtual VR machine has something different now? Is that what I just got? Okay, that's the library. I'll go back to there later. I want to check out the training room first. Because, he also said that there was something new. Oh, hey, Takumi, you came to check out this room too, huh? Yeah, I was curious about this whole update to the VR training machine is all about. Looks like they added some new scenarios for us to try out. They might actually be kind of fun. You want to jump in with me sometime and see who can get the best score? Yeah, let me get back to you on that. Takamaru seems like the competitive type. I don't think I'd be able to keep up if he got really into it. New VR training missions have been unlocked. You can access them during your free time. Okay, so it's not exactly free time, but like... What? Really? It's so much quieter without Siri or Miss Shizuhara around. You're actually, like, glazing at that? And the atmosphere is so relaxing that nobody's pressuring the non-fighters to fight anymore. I guess everything worked out for the best after all. For you, maybe. Yeah, eventually, sooner or later, you're gonna have to do some fighting. Like, whether you like it or not. Like just because our self-proclaimed leader is not around anymore does not equal do whatever the heck you want and slack off for 100 days. Because eventually, like, it'll get to the point where you're the only one, and what the heck are you gonna do if you're the only one? Like, you can't just let us be bait for you, you know? Okay, so here's the library, so let's go and check it out. Sure enough, this is the library. This is wonderful. They've got a huge selection of titles from all kinds of genres. I don't think I've ever seen this many books, not even the TRC's libraries. About that, I'm not much of a reader, so I never really thought about how many books we had. Believe me, this is impressive. I used to spend most of my spare time reading. Being around people always made me nervous. Books were my refuge from the world. Aito doesn't hesitate to speak his mind anymore. I guess his experience has helped bring him out of his shell. How about you, Shuma? Do you like to read? Do you have a favorite book? If you think I'll have anything interesting to add to this conversation, you're going to be disappointed. I don't read, watch TV, or play video games. What? Okay, I get the not reading and maybe not watching TV, but what? I also somewhat understand not playing video games in a way, to some degree, but like, what do you do? I honestly thought I was about to get hyped over what you might like, but it turns out this guy is so useless. So is it only books here? It's a library, dude. What do you expect in a library? There is some rather unusual choices on the shelves. There's guides on combat techniques, military strategy, that kind of thing. They might teach us something that could help us against the invaders. I think that's more your era of expertise than mine. That's fair. I'll let you know if I come across anything useful. Thanks, Aito. Reading study has been unlocked. You can access it during your free time. Okay. There's a computer here. You all look so cool out there on the battlefield. I wish I could be like that, but I'm not getting my hopes up. I'll never be able to fight. I'm too much of a loser and a weakling. I know it's not easy, but maybe you could try working through those problems. You shouldn't expect too much from me. Trust me, you'll only be disappointed in the end. How do I know? I'm no more remarkable than a generic background character. You could change my name to Random Guy A, and it wouldn't make much of a difference. Okay, whatever you say, Random Guy A. What a relaxing place. I think I'll come here when my symptoms flare up. Your condition gives you chest pains and stuff, right? Would taking deep breaths help? It might, if it wasn't for the smell. What smell? When this isn't really bad, my smell, vision, and hearing all get more acute, inducing a kind of sensory overload. Sorry to hear that. I still don't know what Aito's condition is exactly, but I do worry about him. And how does the revival magic deal with this? When it brings him back after death, does it replicate his disease as well? That'd be really impressive if it does. There's a lot of books here. I'm not sure if they'll be useful for me since I seldom read. What the heck is this computer? A PC can use to search for books. It's not connected to the internet. No internet? Oh my god. Ridiculous, dude. Okay, so now we shall go to the first floor and check out the garage. The garage. Strange room? What the heck? What the hell is strange room? Parking lot? What? Oh, okay, here's the garage. Alright, let's go and check out the garage.
Huh?
Oh, this is the garage, huh? Looks like there's some cool stuff in here. Cool, it doesn't even begin to cover it. Look at this, isn't it awesome? And that over there, and wow, you never find these things in such good condition. You sure seem excited. Well, duh, I never expected the school's lineup of facilities to include the workshop of my dreams. If you ever wanted to make adjustments to your class weapon, just let me know. I'd be glad to handle any customization work. Customize my class weapon? Yup, this place is everything. Aren't our class weapons supposed to be like manifestations of our will to fight, channeled through our blood or something? Is it even possible to customize them? To be honest, I'm not 100% sure on the details either, but there's equipment here specifically designed to do just that. I have a feeling I'll be spending a lot of time here. I'll have this gear up and running faster than you can say methyl cyclopentadiol. I'm not even going to try to pronounce the rest of that. Manganese tricarbonate? I knew Tsubasa was into machines, but I had no idea she could get this passionate about them. Oh boy, I can't wait to get started! Who wants to be first? It doesn't have to be a complete overhaul, just let me tweak a little. Well, calm down, Tsubasa. I know you're excited, but let's take things slow, okay? New skills development have to unlock. You can access during your free time. Okay, I've taken a look at all the new rooms and facilities that we're unlocked today. I think I'll go back to my room and decide what to do next. Even after a full day's rest, I'm still tired. I let out a long, long breath and felt any motivation to do something productive drain away. Instead, I made for the comforting embrace of my bed. My aches and pains were more manageable now, but I still wasn't in peak form, not by a long shot. Maybe I'll just rest my eyes for a minute. I lay down, let my body go completely limp. I wasn't going anywhere else today. Really? Not even free time? God dang. I've been going to bed a little bit earlier than usual. I feel like that's a little bit concerning, right?
Up and Atom troops, time to rise and shine! Get ready for your 20th day of active service here at Last Defense Academy. Prepare to spend another day enduring the unendurable and suffering the insufferable to pave the way for humanity's future greatness. Be ready to give your lives to protect our beloved school from the vile and barbaric enemy.
Once I was out of bed and on my feet, I stretched, feeling my back, arms, and legs straightening out for the first time in a while. I guess last night finally did the trick. I feel so much better now. Looks like I'll be able to have a normal day today. I'll head to the cafeteria and see how everyone else is doing. But when I got to the cafeteria, there was nobody there. I guess I'm here first today. Well, stranger things have happened. I'll grab some breakfast and wait for them. I sat there on my own for a few minutes until the door finally opened and someone else walked in. Oh, hello, Takumi. What a pleasure to see you first thing in the morning. You're making it sound like we woke up together. It's kind of strange for the others not to be here yet, isn't it? You think they're still asleep? Could be. A lot of them stayed up late last night, even past the evening announcement. Really, why'd they do that? Some of them wanted to keep snacking, others were using the new facilities. They were pretty much doing whatever they felt like. Does that count as freedom or anarchy? Maybe a little both. We don't really have any authority figures here anymore. It's like if students at a regular school were given free reign with no teachers or student council. I'm glad they're enjoying themselves, of course, but I can't help thinking we should be using this time to come up with some new strategies. I don't know. We never know what the enemy is going to do until they show up. How do you plan for that? Plus, those guys would never go along with strategy meetings or group training sessions or anything like that. At least not without someone trying to organize it all. Are you saying we need a new leader? Why don't you do it, Takumi? I think you do a wonderful job. Me? You gotta be kidding. I'm not leader material. I disagree. You're considerate of others. You always have our backs in battle, and you never give up hope. I'd be proud to follow someone like you. Knock it off. You're making me blush. I'm telling you, I don't handle responsibility very well. Well, if you really don't want to, I won't force you. But leader or no leader, we'll still be there for each other when it counts. That's what being friends is all about. Whatever happens, we'll be okay, right? Right, we'll find a way to make it work. None of the others came to the cafeteria that morning. It was just me and Aito. We talked for a little longer before heading back to our rooms. No Siri, no Hiroko, and right now it's liberating, but this lack of discipline could lead to problems later down the line. Then again, I can't imagine any of us stepping up to lead the unit at this point. Dwelling on it won't help though. I'm sure I can find a better use of my time. I got access to new places now, and after all the sleeping I've been doing lately, I prefer to do something active today. The garage has been unlocked. You can now develop new skills. Use your free time wisely to develop powerful skills. From now on, you can upgrade class weapons from the VR training room and the garage. Okay. The library has been unlocked. You can now do reading study. You can raise the grade of your choice by reading books related to that subject during reading study. Since you can only choose to increase one specific grade at a time, make sure you take advantage of this option as needed. What is that even used for? Takamaro's in the training room. Being cooped up in school all day is making me feel depressed. What I wouldn't give to hop on a motorcycle and feel the wind on my face again. You kind of already do that with your ability. So, what's going on here? Interesting. I have some new stuff. Huh? I guess I'll learn this for Gaku. Learn Early Strike. Attack all enemies in range at the start of a player's turn. Ooh, this one's interesting. So it's a close-up range attack, and it ignores defense. Or I guess armor, which I assume is defense. I guess I could learn this. I guess I can also learn Jury for Aito as well. I came all the way to the library and managed to read something. The books on the shelf look interesting. Which one should I choose? Linguistics, math, science, social studies, or gym? Let's start with math, I guess. Probability theory and fate, or analysis, mathematical happiness theory. This one, I guess. I'll try reading this book today. Probability theory and fate. In the world of pure physics, events dedicated only by probability theory are determined if you make the right decision, no matter how hard you work. If the gods make a bad roll of the dice, everything will be for nothing! This world is not fair. Most things are beyond the control of human will. However, there's no reason to throw it all away. If you remain undaunted by cruel fate and never give up, you will surely be blessed with the greatest rule of all one day. The dice rolling gods only smile at those who fight against unreasonable rolls. Don't let unreasonable fate win, huh? Those are words I can take to heart. Reading this book increased your calculation by 5. Today was pretty productive. I should come back and read another book from this shelf sometime. Reading the same book twice during reading study will be enough to finish the book completely, greatly increasing the corresponding grade. Once fully read, the effect of the book will decrease. Be sure to balance your reading with other student activities and giving gifts.